I were like good at what I do, if I were good at my job, right, I would probably have like a um stream about to start thing set up, and then I could like do that and then have a few minutes lead time into the stream. But it's not my job, and I'm not good at it anyway. So I don't have that. However, I did forget to show a couple of cutscenes last time I streamed Silent Hill 2. So I'm going to fix that now, and it is specifically because we started the hospital last time, and two significant things happened. Not equally significant, but two significant things. One is that Maria got sick, began to feel ill, and laid down to rest in one of the hospital rooms. And the other thing is that James found a needle in a teddy bear, a bent needle. So those actually happen in the opposite order in the original game. So we will start with the needle cutscene. Oh lordy, hang on. This is clearly not the correct size. So let me fix it live, because for some reason everything became the incorrect size. There we go. Okay.
Ow!
What's wrong?
I just pricked myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I do think the needle was like actually lined up with his fingers in like a non-PC version, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So as you can see, the reason it happened out of order is because originally we had Maria with us, and then here's Maria getting sick in the original game.
James. Wait a minute. I'm kind of tired. It's just a hangover.
You should rest.
So comfy.
I'm gonna go look for her. For Laura. I'll be back as soon as I can.
What I'm remembering is that as soon as you walk into like that specific room, it just like triggers that cutscene. Where what I'm remembering from the remake is that I think we like got close and it triggered, either like came up to that floor or got close to that room, and then Maria was like, I'm just like disappeared into the room. Also, I forgot how good the ambient music is for that cutscene, but alright, all caught up on those. Also, just like, let's remember that the original PS2 cutscenes would have looked a little different than the versions I'm actually showing. I think the versions I'm showing come from the PC version, like the community patched PC version. So it's sharper. There are a lot of people who like the sharpness. Personally, I like the noise filter. I think it helps a lot with just the atmosphere and the whole aesthetic of the game. But neither here nor there. The point is that we have the cutscenes as reference. So everything is hopefully working. Looks like the audio is coming through. I also attempted to set up an automation so my phone is not going off. I think it's already failed, but whatever. We'll see. Hey, this is yeah, it's gonna be good. It's the cutscenes, I think, stand up even out of context, although I'm extremely biased, but yeah, they'll be a lot better in context. Alright, what was I doing? How do I shot web? Okay, so I've got that for that room. I've got one of the wristbands for the arm in the director's office. The talk to me arm, and then this goes to a different pencil. So I should probably, hopefully I marked it on the map. It's probably the treatment room, right? Where the x-ray machine was, because I remember being upstairs. Combination of, nope, x-ray viewer, 3rd floor. Okay. This is why I don't rely on my own memory for things. How do I get to the third? There's some stairs way to heck over there. Do we have an elevator? We do. That elevator's not accessible. Is there an elevator like right in front of me? Oh my god. There's an elevator right in front of me. I bet it doesn't. Yeah, okay. So we're currently currently on the 2nd floor. Yeah, so it doesn't go to the 3rd floor anyway. Whew. Alright, stairs it is. Oh, already looked at that dark hair. Oh my god. There's like a hair on my monitor and it looked kind of like the flashlight reflecting off the edge of a monster. Cause I don't clean my electronics that often. That's just not my truth. Hello, busted elevator. It's also gonna be a lot better once the sun is down, which won't be for another 5 hours or something stupid. What? What? It's just looking at stairs. What was I just? Okay, right here. Laura? Man. Yeah, I wish I had taken screenshots of Laura's. Who's got the time for that cleaning? I hear there are people who do. I don't think I've ever met them, though. I don't think I would be friends with a person who had time to do that level of cleaning, but I'm sure they exist. Forget! Go. Far too much stroganoff sounds quite good. It sounds like a good thing to make. Oh, there goes my phone again. Guess I've failed. I had one secret quest last time, and I failed it. Combination lock. Okay. And one room over is, I believe, the bathtub full of insects? Nope, I just don't know where I am ever. That's fine. Gimme. What? No, I don't need to clean it off. Oh god, I think I do. I think I have to get, like... Hang on. Oh my god, I think I have to, like, put... Yeah, almost entirely covered in mold. That's why it said combine. I need to, like, clean it off first. Okay. So what do I actually have right now? Got a combination lock that I don't think I know how to open. Laura's over there. Not gonna get to her for a minute. It turns out good. Remind me what stroganoff is. Because I have, like, probably ADHD-based texture problems with certain foods. So, like, in particular, I like hamburgers, but a lot of other forms of ground beef, like meatballs, I just can't really deal with. Because I'm the kind of person who dies in an apocalypse. Creamy pasta with ground beef. I did just realize tonight that I didn't make enough food to last me until Friday, so let's just say I won't say no. I was looking at my, so like first off, the thinner pork that I cooked was the only dry stuff. The pork, I'm getting to like the thicker cuts now, and the pork is just, it's like pretty good. But second off, didn't make enough. Normally I make 2 sides to go with my meals, and I only made 1 side, and I didn't make enough of it, and so I'm a little bit troubled. So yeah, let's say, yes, I will take I will take a fraction of far too much stroganoff. And that would be a high-quality act of service that I, like any good character in an RPG, will remember. This door does not open for that. I always want to go to, like, warning, I've never done this before. Whatever, it'll be fine. My cultural touch point for, like, this person will remember thing is always the Telltale Games Walking Dead series. But I think most people read that meme through the lens of, like, Fallout, a game that I've never finished. A game where I never even got out of the vault, like, all of the plot just missed me because I didn't even finish character creation. Where am I? Okay, hang on. I need to figure out where I'm actually going. Alright. Key items. Oh, God. I don't know. What's, like... Because I feel like people don't talk about Fallout 1 and 2 because they were, like, isometric, I don't know, RTSs or something. I feel like people typically start talking about Fallout with Fallout 3. And doesn't Fallout 3 have the, like, everyone hated that thing? It's like... I was somewhere, like, in the vault in Fallout 3, and all I remember is that I don't remember leaving the vault. So, like, maybe I finished character creation, but I certainly didn't enter, like, the world with my character. I just really don't like RPGs. Like, I didn't even finish BioShock, and that has just the lightest dusting of RPG elements. But it's just, I don't know, like, character management, inventory management, neither of those really interest me. And, like, before anybody says, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2 doesn't have actual inventory management. You pick up a thing because you're gonna use it later, and you don't need to think about it. You know, I'm an RPG hater. And no prefix to RPG will make it better. Like, don't like JRPGs either. Don't like... What are the alternatives? Are there other kinds of RPGs? I don't like any of them, it doesn't matter, but are there other kinds of RPGs? I still haven't made an actual plan. Okay. The safe, I don't think I have access to the safe. Maria's in there. What new thing do I have access to? It's probably not the combination lock, right? TTRPGs? Oh, tabletop? I can get down and diggy with some D&D. That's the one exception, and that's because it's cool. Maybe I need to go to the shower room. There's an entire side of the map I haven't explored. Okay. I just need to go to the first floor. Why I ever close the map. I need a version of this game where the map is just transparent and I could just go through the entire game staring at it. Okay. Tabletop RPGs are based. All other RPGs can get suck. All other RPGs can suck nuts from a butt. Am I... Okay. What am I hearing? That's true. I got really lucky in college and I found a very good Dungeons and Dragons group. But like, there's like one member who was just one of the funniest people I've ever met, and then the DM was incredibly good at voices and shut down the one, like, the primary example of sexism that I actually had to deal with from a third member of the group. So, like, pour one out for Tom, the best DM I've ever had. Don't want to get bogged down in the dice. Well, there's versions of TTRPGs that are like that. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about them, but I think, like, the Fate system is less dice rolls, more narrative. There are definitely flavors of D&D that are, like, primarily narrative or entirely narrative. I already explored? I've probably already explored this room. Okay, so you do know. Okay, so I can't get down. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other stairs. Yeah, I think, like, the number one issue you're always going to run into is just scheduling. It's just hard to get to a bunch of adults together regularly. Hi, Maria. Bye, Maria. Like, especially when the ask is, we're going to be in this room for at least an hour. Because I'm skeptical. I mean, I shouldn't say D&D can't be done, like, online, but... What systems have you done? Wait, wasn't I just in front of the stairs? Hang on. I should have been, right? Okay, okay. What? No, I'm just stupid. Like, I was born this way. I was born stupid. Oh my god. I could start tracking her pictures now. If I don't know if I'll remember though. Hang on. Oh my god. There's like buttons on the controller that are supposed to take screenshots, and I forgot that none of them are working on this account for reasons I cannot fathom. Ooh, okay. Let me make a note. Why? Auras. Alright. So I will deal with that later. I'm so used to smacking my pen on the desk. I don't even know what that sounds like, but I imagine not great on stream. Is this open? What are you doing, open? Surely I've been... Oh, you! Screw you, dude! Was it open purely because that bad girl crept in? Because that's kind of neat. How do I heal? Hang on. Nope. Nope. This one. Oh, a photo! At least she was there for 18. I spoiled myself a little bit on the photos, but the secret is that, like, they're kind of an optional narrative thing, I guess. Oh, I think this is a memory of the, like, this typewriter in the original game, maybe. 5E, a couple sessions with Hack the Planet, and One Last Job. I don't know those ones. I'm assuming One Last Job is some kind of heist, though. Nothing good in here. I just like breaking glass. There's a Cowboy Bebop TTRPG, because Bebop's one of my favorite anime. I would insist on playing as either Faye or Ed, though. Unless it's just, like, in the universe. Bunch of jerks messing up my stuff. Okay, what was I doing? I was coming down here to, explore the entire other half of the thing. Okay. Just, like, didn't even notice that was there. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. I need there to be less sunlight. Hang on. I think it's pretty funny. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but when I said it needed less sunlight, Dusk walked into the room. Sweet baby boy, come here. Come here. Don't make a liar out of me. Is he on camera? I think he's just below camera. Alright, we're gonna put... Oh, sweet baby boy. We have to find out... he's been losing weight for like 2 years. We have to find out whether he has like kitty cancer, so... Finding out next week. Fingers crossed it's nothing bad. Cute desk behavior. Factually accurate. I need to pin that. There we go. Alright. Cute desk behavior. It would be very uncute of him to have kitty cancer, but we'll reserve judgment. Oh, I hear it. I am well aware. What are you? Supplies. There's probably nothing bad in the supply closet. Oh, who's about to hurt me? The gardens! I didn't look at the gardens! Okay. That was like the whole thing I needed to explore. Oh, that's just like a lot of noise. Oh, there's like a bunch of things in the gardens. I remember. Yeah. The gardens are gonna be like a whole thing. Gardens are also interesting because in the original game, there's a big chunk marked off as garden. Oh, they can fall through here. Hang on. There's like a big chunk in the map on the original game in the hospital that's also marked off as gardens, but you only get into it through a cutscene for like something that's in the remake is going to happen like much later. And when you get wheeled into the gardens, you wake up, and even though it's this huge chunk of land on the map, the garden you wake up in, like in the same place on the map, is just this little, like, open ceiling room with concrete walls. It's like, I don't know, maybe 6 in-game feet squared. But then, like, you walk out and the whole area is different. It's like a whole thing, but it's... I think it's one of the first instances where the location in the world doesn't match what's shown on the map. I'm trying to think if it's the only instance of that. I don't know, but it's just one of those, like, you've built up a lot of trust in the map by that point. So to look at it and realize that what you're seeing is not what's shown was good for atmosphere. Also, I had like an interaction. So The Morbid Zoo is another one of my favorite YouTube channels. She just this weekend posted a video about the movie Sinners, which if I haven't ranted and raved about that on stream yet, everybody needs to go see Sinners, even if you don't like horror movies. And I put like a comment on her video and then she responded to it, and I am still riding that high. Because that's like, ContraPoints, The Morbid Zoo, Folding Ideas, Innuendo Studios, like Jacob Geller. These are just, if you're gonna make like a subscriber list of like my favorite people, like all of those channels have to be on it. Okay, so I don't want to deal with the gardens, which means just yet, which means instead I guess I'll deal with the rest of it. No, hang on, let's just do the garden. Is there like a save point nearby? I don't need it, it's too far away. Let's just do it. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Yep. No! Oh! Right, I've learned nothing. Did it just do a flip? Hang on, why is this happening? Wow, I don't know if that stuttered on stream, but that certainly stuttered for me. Quite badly, might I add. Where are you? I see you. Okay, got it. Controller is vibrating. I guess it's just vibrating because I'm out in the rain? That or it got junked up by all that stuttering earlier, hard to say. Slower? Get in there, bud. Oh! Whoa! Rude. Uncouth. Give me that. Okay. Moment of truth. Find out whether you made a load of stroganoff or a load of... You know what? Couldn't think of anything fast enough. No jokes. Oh my god, the other important thing. So I just learned... Ooh, there's like an article about it. Hang on, I'm gonna do this correctly. So the GTX 50 series... Oh, where did I save this? They are dropping, or they have already dropped support in the, like, the brand new NVIDIA GPUs for, what was it? Like 32-bit PhysX PHYSX drivers? Let me just get the article before I say anything else, because basically what that means is games that use physics, I don't know how it's pronounced, it's not that they won't run, it's that you will not be able to run the fancy physics stuff on your GPU. You will have to run it on your CPU. And I don't think it like really matters how good your CPU is. It's not going to be good enough to do like whatever else needs to be happening and take care of the fancy particle effects. So there's an article where they list out like all the games that are affected by this change and some of the like performance differences that people have noted. And I mean, of course, all of them take a performance hit. A lot of them, or at least some of them, are just actually unplayable because CPUs are not designed to handle this. Okay, here's every game affected by, oh come on, RTX 50 series dropping PhysX 32-bit support. Because a lot of these, like two of my absolute favorite games in the entire world, Mirror's Edge and Alice Madness Returns, are of course on this list. So if you have a 50 series GPU, just be aware of this, and if you don't have a 50 series GPU, hold on to your GPU. Hold on to your non-50 series GPU if you want to be able to play these games at like a reasonable frame rate. So, PSA, list of 32-bit PhysX games. Yeah, Unreal Tournament 3. Cryostasis Sleep of Reason, Mirror's Edge, Darkest of Days, Batman Arkham Asylum, Metro 2033, Mafia 2, Blur, like Alice Madness Returns, of course, Arkham City. There's like a bunch of big things on here, and I understand you can't like support things forever. I should not like confidently speak about things that I don't fully understand, but I do feel hurt and frustrated by this drop support. Fortunately, I have a 4070, so I guess that means it's going to my grave with me. Like, I will just never ever get rid of this GPU so that I can play these games forever. Wait, oh, I saw you. No, what? No! No! Should just... Yeah, it does still suck. It's bad, and it's... You know, like, this was new tech at the time, right? Like, they made the decision to include this, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think the particles add visual value. Extremely mid-stroganoff. That's not bad. Like, clearly, I don't know. I don't know if PhysX is like still around, if games still use it, but like I always assumed that the reason those games had it at all was because Nvidia was like, hey, you should use this cool thing that we made. And so it's very frustrating that, like, you know, X years later, they're like, actually, we're not going to support that anymore. But none of this is really surprising to anybody who's been paying attention to all of the companies involved in making video games. So, like, the GPU manufacturers, the video game companies. Video game preservation is just not a priority for these people. And, like, sure, a company maybe can't be expected to support everything they make indefinitely, but how much effort could it really be for them to make it possible for us to support it once they're done making money off of it? Like, Exhibit A right now is Command and Conquer, which somebody at EA, or possibly a group of people, got the source code for that published on GitHub with a license that will allow you to fork it and do things with it. So, like, Command and Conquer gets to live forever. People will certainly port it to other operating systems. So can we get something like that for these games? But, I don't know. I shouldn't be overly pessimistic, but I do tend to be pessimistic when it comes to things like this. But any beloved enough game, the community tends to find a way. Like, that's why you see patched versions of Silent Hill 2 for the PC, like, from, you know, 2000s. Is because people just, like, went in and made it happen. And there are guides online and stuff, so. But woe betide those who love a game that is not so popular. The Internet Archive is definitely all about it, so, what are they called? Archive.org. Yeah, there are definitely groups that care quite a bit about video game preservation. NoClip is another good one. I think they're more focused on, like, video game media, but if you look up NoClip on YouTube, there is a channel. You know what? I could just link the channel. I'm already in it. I might as well. Let's see. NoClip, because they have, and I know this from Nextlander, which if you're looking for really good video game podcast, highly recommend Nextlander. But NoClip, oh god, it's playing a video. NoClip, I believe, got access, like, within the last year or so to a massive, like, treasury of, like, trailers and announcements and, like, stuff like that. So they were uploading, ooh, why can't I remember? I can't remember. I could have sworn it was NoClip, but I'm, like, looking at their video list and I don't immediately see it. But I was pretty sure it was NoClip who got, like, actual VHSs of, like, E3 trailers and announcement videos and, like, all this stuff, and they were digitizing them and uploading them to YouTube, which is extremely, extremely cool. Let me see if they have, like, a playlist about it, maybe. They seem like the kind of group that would have a playlist. Developer created documentaries, coming soon clips. Pre-NoClip documentaries. Come on. Best of NoClip for new subs. Ooh, that's probably a good playlist. But yeah, so NoClip's another good group. I don't know, can't find the thing I'm thinking of. But there's also, don't know how easily I could find this, but there's another channel I found that, like, is explicitly preserving, it's not specific to video games, but they're explicitly preserving, like, old movie and I think also video game media. Oh, the pool! Oh, lordy. All that to say, yeah, there are definitely groups that are invested in video game preservation. Just gonna once over the gardens, try to make sure I didn't miss anything. Could I? This is so weird. Oh, this window would have let me see the mannequin. I was trying to figure out, like, why is there a window here? It's probably not for nothing. What? Oh. But I heard, like, a monster noise. Also, to anyone else who's uploading YouTube shorts of games that they play, please indicate what game you're playing somewhere in the video description. I'm thinking specifically of Keen Sama, a YouTube channel that has been recommended to me that seems quite good. They often don't put the name of the game. Like, it seems like he plays a bunch of indie horror, and they often don't put the name of the game in the video description, and it's just killing me. Because he's playing some stuff that looks pretty interesting, but it's hard to find out what it is. Alright, didn't see much of anything, so I guess it's time to check out— oh, should've looked, the pool. God, I really gotta use my quick turn. Huh. Controller's still vibrating. It's probably fine. Maybe it'll just vibrate for the rest of the run. That's fine. I saw a trailer for a horror movie. I think it would have been in theaters last year. It looked like it could have been interesting. All the shots in the trailer were at like a outdoor residential pool, like in somebody's backyard, and then they would take like a shot under the water and it would look like they were inside a giant ocean. It was like interesting, and the trailer was cut in an interesting way, but don't remember the name, never got around to watching it. I heard that. Box looked like it had a face. I don't know how to pronounce it, but pareidolia? The tendency of humans to see faces in things. I'm hearing something there. James, don't do it to me, bud. We're not doing this. Not today. Hey. That would appear to be the source of the eye drawing. Yeah, pool pump. Pool pump should be there. This also reminds me of... because there's no equivalent that I'm remembering, at least, to this pool room in the original game. But it does remind me of the scene in Annihilation when they come across the abandoned camp and find the guy's, like, molded over corpse in the pool. Ripe for a dippin'. Ripe for a dippin'. What do you think, James? Do you want to take a dip? Our friend Danny Deere thinks it's ripe. Say your shit! Underneath his civvies, James is wearing skivvies. Maybe I should start using bullets, just because the resource I'm spending to save ammo is health items. Health items are quite a bit more limited right now. But I will probably forget that I had that thought in 3 minutes. Man, I want to get James's coat so bad. One of my friends got it. I don't know if they got like an actual James Sunderland coat or if they just got like the same kind of coat. Yeah, I've got almost 300, well, I've got about 250 bullets, which is like a lot of bullets. And I keep not using them, and I don't see that changing. Okay. In my defense, it's kind of hard to aim. Ooh, this is some kind of medical cord. could use at least 150 of them. Before what? Hey, what kind of medical cord is this? What is this for? What's that little blue thing on the end? Does this like plug into something? Yeah, look at that shadow. Hey. Could be anything. Like, they just like threaded up patients' butts for fun. So he did say anything. Possibly an IV, but those are usually clear. It's also, okay, so I found it right here. If we assume intentionality, especially for like key items, intentionality of placement, it's outside of a distressing shower where somebody escaped being crippled by force. I don't know. They yanked themselves out. Actually, what? How do I piece this back together, right? Like, hand already bloody when they touched this. So, like, hand bloody from punching the mirror? And then they get dragged back? I don't know. I don't know how to reconstruct this scene. I'm just dumb. Maybe they left? Okay, alright, hang on. No blood over here. Big old spot. Broken mirror. Big old swatch of blood. Big old swatch of blood outside. Pool. Could be blood on the pool pump. Any more blood? Why am I vibrating? Ah! It must be from the rain. Ah! More blood. Okay. I guess we should think... They get dragged, or I don't know, walk over here. We've been, okay, we've probably been following. Ah, hang on, I bet I know what this is. This is that note where they said they escaped, right? Because they said they were all bloodied up. Okay, alright, let me piece this together. Okay. He got out of the pool and made a break for the... Hearing a monster. He got out of the pool and made a break for the garden, cutting himself wide open in the process. Thank God I was still here. He was completely manic, screaming. Had the orderlies hold him down, barely managed to stitch him up. He's back in his room for now, sedated. Orderlies hold him down, barely managed to stitch him up. He got out of the pool and made a break for the garden. Cutting himself wide open in the process. Ooh, okay. Had the orderlies hold him down, barely managed to stitch him up. Got out of the pool and made a break for the garden. Okay, so maybe they stitched him up. I mean, like, probably stitched him up here, right? There's something down in the hole, though. So he made a break from the pool. Ah, blood print. Excellent. He got out of the pool. Made a break for the garden. But there's like blood over here. Cutting himself wide open in the process. Completely manic. Okay, so like this person gets out of the pool. I guess messes with the pool pump because there's blood on it. Cutting himself wide open in the process. Make a break for the garden. Jumps out here. Maybe they got out of the pool because of what they saw in it. Like that whole... the thing we're gonna have to drain the pool to get at. Let's see where he actually got out. So wide open. Okay, what was I in the middle of doing? I might have enough to solve that one puzzle at least. Let's go try that. Here's somebody squelching nearby. You stop that. Haven't I been in there? Surely I have. What are you on? Okay, let's deal with that and then I'll come back and deal with this. Did you get back up? What are you? Oh! Uh-oh! No, 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 no! No! Oh! 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 Oh, God! Oh, God. Okay, not my finest work. I didn't... saw your message just now that I'm stopping. It's too late. You cannot help me. Danny Deer helps those what help themselves. It's fine. It's like a bunch of health items, probably. I could have sworn I killed that nurse already, but... what do I know? Okay. God, I'm just like, I want to figure this out. Got out of the pool, made a break for the garden, cut himself wide open, had the orderlies hold him down, barely managed to stitch him up. He's back in his room, sedated. With 0050, who is... That's what? That's too far back. Okay. Hang on. What? Okay, hospital. Okay. 0050, who is... used to be cool, but isn't anymore. The hill is still pretty silent. Making me nervous. Make me think the audio is not coming through. Oh, that's not the one. This is the one. Hey B, let's go. Attached a bent needle to some medical tube. The hill, however, is extremely silent. Alright, here we go. James's neurons were so activated by that hole. Like, he knew nothing would stop him from getting into it. So, this looks like an ear to me. Ear. It's clearly labeled as pool. Why is it an ear? One wonders. This puzzle is basically unchanged from the original game. The main difference is that originally you had to find like there was like that box that was locked up in 3 different ways because it had like the weird lock and then a combination lock and then another one that I always forget. And then you had to get the bull key to deal with the one thing, you had to get the combination, and then the other thing that I don't remember. And you opened it up and there was just a hair inside, but you ended up using the hair with the bent needle attached to it to get the key out of the thing. I think it was a key in the original game too. If James met Spot, can you imagine the fanfic? Can you imagine how horny it would be? Tumblr's probably already on it. Okay, so I have an ear key. Doesn't look like something that could open a door. The text on it says pool. Horny? Horny is not the word you thought of? What else do aloes do with holes? I feel like there's only one action that I ever hear about. This looks different. Let's enjoy some lighting. Full of holes. Petition to release. James is like definitely aloe. Because all of the imagery is based around him being aloe. He canonically wants to fuck. And probably did fuck before Mary got sick. Like, specifically, yeah. James fucks. Or James has fucked. We're answering some important questions here. An ear key. An ear key, you need receipts. I don't think I can provide those receipts without getting flagged. That's like... Hang on, are you dead? I need you to be dead. I need you comatose. What was I even saying? Oh, yeah, maybe if you get into the original game files, you'll find all the secret cutscenes. The secret receipts. Are you dead? Would you like to be? Why is it an ear key? To drain the pool to get access to the eye. What could it mean? What could it mean? Because that was an ear. That was an ear. Like, it wasn't an ear in the original game, so, like, there's a reason. Man, I look forward to, like, whatever unfortunate future traveler is watching this VOD and is like, it's so obvious. Why don't you even know? Why is it an ear? Why is it an ear that gives us access to the eye? Oh, I guess I could have taken another moment to get a good shot of this. Hey, put the pipe down, bud. Thank you. It was already leaking. It was like that when I got here. All right. Another wristband. Oh my god, you're both purple? So I couldn't tell? Hello, arsonist. It's been a minute. Yeah, thumbnail potential completely destroyed. It's like that when I got here. Does this mean you're, like, between responsibilities? Is this just a rare good night to join a stream? I, too, look forward to having another night like that. I've been trying to juggle a lot of responsibilities lately, but it'll eventually end, and things will be more or less normal. The problem with what? No! Remind me to talk about the problem with normal after I take care of this abnormal. What are you doing? Stop! We're not playing monkey in the middle. That is not an attractive prospect. Okay. So, no! No. Guns for, no, I'm just not gonna remember to use the gun. I'm so deep in this habit. The problem with normal is that it's like an average. It's like a rolling average. So this is why concepts like the Overton window exist, is because you can change what is considered normal if you make something basically happen often enough. And this is something actually, all right, this is a bigger thought. This is something I had to kind of learn in college, because I had, you know, going into college, first time on my own with a learning disability that I didn't understand, that disability being ADHD, I just didn't, I had like type A perfectionist habits. And so my normal in college was working very, very hard all the time, basically every day of the week, morning till night. And I could have carried that normal forward into the rest of my adult life, and that would have just been workaholism. And like one of the things that finally broke me is there was like this meme, which may have been fresh at the time, that was like, do you ever say to yourself, I just need to get through this week and then it'll be fine, but like every week? And like that's a sign that your normal is not good. Like, there will be times where you just need to survive, but your normal, the thing you should be shooting for, is, like, living, like, having a good life. Because, like, you know, everybody places a lot of weight on these, like, single, very significant events. Like, we're gonna get the promotion, we're gonna achieve the thing, we're gonna become this, we're gonna have that. But the thing about human brains is that, like, however happy the raise or whatever is going to make you, like, eventually your brain is just gonna, like, normalize that. So again, the idea of normal, right? To where it's not going to keep giving you, like, a spike of dopamine. Eventually it's just going to be your new normal. And so the thing that you need to pay attention to is, like, the regular Tuesdays. Because your life is a series of regular Tuesdays. And so if you want to have a good life, your normal needs to be making those regular Tuesdays good, because those are what add up into the life that you're currently living. So that was an entire rant. What am I in the... Oh, okay. I thought I was... Okay, I got turned around. Thank you. Physiological, physical, SH2. Silent Hill 2, Gone Wild, explicit. Click for receipts. What? What? No! I just did this! Hey! Random amalgamation of words. I mean, you do enough of those, you could be the next Lewis Carroll. Just like, don't molest children. I did! I used the gun! I shot it in the knee. That was the best gun use I will ever have. Like, I knocked that thing onto the ground by kneecapping it. And unfortunately, most of the times, I will not be that cool. What did I get? I got another wristband. Okay. Let's not forget, an ear key... I'm not going to remember this. An ear key opened the pool pump, which gave us access to the eye. And I think probably this eye is the reason that one patient went running. Maybe that's why the patient lost it? Like, they were actually getting better, and then they were in the pool with the eye, and they were like, uh-oh. Time to forget about it for the rest of the playthrough. Yeah. Yeah. What? What? Stop! So lying figures are like no big deal. It's mannequins sometimes, and nurses in particular. The thing about nurses, though, is I could waste a lot of handgun ammo on them. And really, if you're gonna take nurses out with a gun, you should take them out with the shotgun. And I am much better served saving the shotgun ammo for bosses. So the whole, like, just use the gun situation is a bit more complicated than I presented. Okay, so I've got 2 wristbands. And a moldy radiograph. What else is available to me? Oh, the entire rest of the hallway. All right. Kept forgetting. Gun is, yeah, gun is for important things. Gun is for, yeah, the heavy hitters. I got a tip on the loading screen today that if the nurse is asleep, you can just, like, walk right by her. The game gives you a rare material and just hoard it like a dragon. I hear that, yeah. Oh. Saving the BFG. It's my... Ooh. Stop. It's my... Ooh, yeah, hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me reload the shotgun. Reload the pistol. Whew, let's see if I can take out the nurse's knees. Yeah, like, they give me the coolest weapon in the game, but I don't know when I'll get ammo for it again, so I just never use it. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like what you're doing. Stop! No! This is aggression! Whew. All right. Man, I need to pull up the soundtrack on my own time and just listen to the combat music, because there's some good stuff happening there. Also, Arsonist, I don't know whether or not you enjoy scary movies, but either way, you need to watch the movie Sinners by Ryan Coogler. Because that movie is extremely good. If you can see it in theaters, do that. Like, I bet it's leaving theaters soon. But even if you can't, make sure you catch it on streaming or, like, rent the DVD from the library or something. Yeah. Yes, you have. Sinners is extremely good. I just saw it for the 3rd time this weekend. I would probably watch it for a 4th time. Like, I'll be sad that I can't watch it in IMAX again, but that movie, somebody on Reddit said instant classic. No, somebody on YouTube said instant classic, and they're 100% correct. Like, I really cannot oversell this movie. Can't stop thinking about it. It's real good. I feel like the trailers might let Sinners down. I still haven't watched a single trailer for the movie, but I keep hearing that, like, maybe they're just, like, the trailers aren't advertising it correctly. I mean, I think you should go in not really knowing anything. I think it's better that way, but it seems like maybe the trailers present it as a very average vampire movie instead of the absolute masterpiece that it actually is. Yeah, go in blind. IMAX was absolutely the best way to see it. The variable aspect ratio was apparently used to narrative effect. I don't remember any specifics, unfortunately, except for, like, that one scene that's, like, very impactful, and it, like, does the we're in IMAX now. But somebody was saying that, like, some people's memories are in IMAX aspect ratio and other people's aren't, and I'm just waiting for somebody to make a video essay about that, because I bet there's some interesting stuff going on. Versus just, like, the entire movie being in the IMAX aspect ratio. Oh yeah, that video essay I posted by the Morbid Zoo, do not watch it until you have seen the movie, but it is a good video essay. Like, I was ready to, like, stomp my feet and raise my hands over some of the points she made. Also, if you like video essays about literally anything, look up the channel Folding Ideas, look up the channel Innuendo Studios, and ContraPoints, and Jacob Geller, and the Morbid Zoo. Put all of those channels on your radar. They all make long-form, articulate excellent video essays about a wide range of topics. In fact, let me just type it up for you, because these are the good ones. ContraPoints, Jacob Geller, Folding Ideas, The Morbid Zoo, and what was the other one? Innuendo Studios. There are others, but this is like, if you subscribed to only these channels, you would catch like the bulk of what I watch on YouTube. And I think this is some of the highest quality content that wretched site has to offer. Hey look! It's that weird chicken again. Oh, I hear you. Also, Danny Deer, I believe you were a fan of the insect bathtub. It is, here is your encore. Oh, I hear you. Oh, there you are. Bugs, bugs, bugs. This is what I need to clean off the radiology thing. Good old can of mold remover. It's probably fine. Alright. It's in the walls, deep inside. The mold remover gets rid of it for a while, but then the thing reappears in the exact same spots. We need to get in there, break it all down if we have to, and root it out. Oh god, I can hear you. Okay. Oh, I forgot the bugs go away when I do that. Alright. One time, I will never be free of this memory. One time, I was in the office at my apartment complex, and I overheard another resident in the office saying that cockroaches were pouring out of their faucet. And the only thing I know about cockroaches, I know like 2 or 3 things about cockroaches. One is that they are older than us. Another is that they will outlive us. And the third is that there's never just one cockroach. So you see one cockroach, you have an infestation. And you have to be like so absolutely disgusting. Like, I think it's similar to like bed bugs, where things just have to be so disgusting for so long for this to like happen, and then once it's happened, it's very difficult to clear up. So I remember overhearing that, because I acutely remember living in fear that they were in my building and the cockroaches would eventually come pouring out of my faucet. That never happened. I've been living in the same building this entire time, with the exception of earlier this year when I had to temporarily move. But yeah, that's, you know, as if there aren't enough things to worry about in this world, I was also worried about that. Uh-oh, uh-oh, stop, stop. Keep those garters where I can see them. Ah, no, oh, no. Stop, stop, stop! No! Woo! No! No! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! 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 James, you're so slow. Keeping Madagascar hissing cockroaches makes you and your neighbors powerful. It's when they're not on purpose that you have a problem. From a lore standpoint, what makes a nurse stronger? Can you do you mean narratively, or do you mean, like, mechanically? Like, are you asking me to do a bit, or are you asking, how I should actually defeat a nurse? Narratively. They don't, so there's not, I'm not remembering any enemies in the game that really work like that. Like, there's no like, ooh, if they touch this thing, they get stronger. But there's, one of the loading screen tips says that the longer you have your light shining on an enemy, the more aggressive they become. So it's probably not helping that I insist on, like, interrogation spotlighting all of the enemies. Once again, the clock says 9, 10, and 15 seconds. I've already got a note about it. 5 meals for oh, uh-oh. 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 The game just froze up. Am I still live? Are you guys still here? Am I dead? Am I alive? Stream for oh no. But you can hear me though. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The game's been giving me lip today. Let's just oh god, it's been so long since I saved. There was probably an autosave at some point. Let's just force kill the process. Oh lordy. And before this also breaks. Yeah, Silent Hill not responding. Thank you. Let's just kill it. Yeah, just pray. It'll be fine. Oh, alright. Let's hope for a good autosave. Yeah, Silent Hill is quietly crashing. That's, yeah. It also, like, so all my stuff is on my second monitor, and then for some reason some games are just like, what if we did all the loading on the second monitor? The game will be on the primary monitor. It's fine. None of it matters. Also that, I don't know, W-Wise, that, like, one ident, apparently that's specifically, I guess, like an audio engine. I don't know what the term is. And Little Nightmares 2 uses the same one. Maybe it's like an Unreal Engine thing, since Little Nightmares 2 is also on Unreal Engine. There it is! If you see a nurse sleeping, you can try to pass her by without a fight. Oh no! No, 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 no! This is so far back! Oh no! Konami, why would you do this? Why would you do this? We don't have a single autosave? Am I in hell? Oh no! Oh no. You know what? We can do this. We can do this. This is not, we're not gonna be defeated by this. Most of that was me chit-chatting. So this will be fine. Okay. I'm already on the second floor. Yeah, you get to experience like the Cliffs Notes version of this. Oh my god, this fucking game, dude. That's the first time it's done that. So. It's doing better than, what's that one? Monster Hunter is apparently a lot less stable. That's what first crash. First crash. We're gonna make it through this. Where's the stairs? Alright. These are the ones that maybe don't open up. Yeah, these are the ones that don't open up, so we have to go to better stairs. On the opposite side. God damn it. Here we go. First crash, 3 more to go. Excuse me? Is there something you need to tell me? I mean, I'm on track to have every game I've streamed crash at least once. But I remember the TF2 crash was so much worse. Because it like, oh god, why is it stuttering? Stop doing that. It like, my whole system went down. So, at least it didn't do that. Yeah, no, I saw it. Don't do me dirty like this. Maybe this is how they're gonna force me to upgrade to Windows 11. I know you're here! You can't trick me! God! Okay. There were a couple things. Ah! The photo. Okay. Got that. At least it was there. Number 18. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Anything else good in here? Here we go. Here we go. Let's hope it doesn't do that again. Good God. Alright, there's a save down here. Where am I? I'm over here. I'm like, whatever. Okay, I'll just like do it just because it's here. Gosh, that was not my favorite thing. Yeah, we'll just do it on the empty. That'll be whatever. Come on, Bloober. Don't let Konami tell you what to do. Ah! Alright, here we go, here we go. We're gonna do it fast this time. Oh god, there's like a couple of enemies. Yeah, I just saved, and then I will save after the whole pool thing. Oh god. I'll save after the whole pool thing. Yes, okay. So I don't have the thing for that because it's over in the pool, so... Oh, no! No, what are you doing? Stop that! No, don't do it, don't do it! Oh, why? Alright, you know what we do when it happens twice. Alright, let me kill it again. Alt-tabbing fixed it? Let's ride it. Let's ride on it. We're gonna do it. Didn't crash. Let it ride! We're gonna do it! Gonna kill the nurse. There's no nurse this time. Excuse me? She gets back up later, apparently. Okay. If it happens again, we're gonna validate the game files through Steam. It's not guaranteed to fix it, but it might help. So, let's just clear out the garden real quick. God! No! Rude! Woo! Yeah, gunplay, here we go. I'm gonna build better habits. There's another one over here. What? Oh no. That means they can be elsewhere. Woo! 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 Stop! Oh, God! Woo! Stop, stop, stop. You're behind me. I know you are. Okay. Turns out speedrunning 100 enemy 100% is like not the strat, not the move. Okay, they're probably all dead. There wasn't a ton in the garden anyway. We're gonna go into the gazebo. For a random guy, James can fight well. Yeah. They smoothed over the combat a lot. I understand why. They wanted, like, more mass appeal. God, I wish I had a block button. But, like, as Danny Deere can attest to, the combat in the original game is just, like, so sticky and awful. It not only makes you want to avoid it more, it also just really sells you on James's incompetence in a firefight. Only got hit once? I mean, the goal is 0, but I'll take it. Might have been another one in here, I don't remember. There's something? Yeah, okay, it's over here. Get the goods. Oh, is there... There's like nowhere to save nearby. This sucks so bad. I'd have to like run all the way... Whatever, okay, we're just gonna do it. It's the... It's not just like... Because there's the loss of the animations. Like the animation of... In the original game where anytime James is holding the shotgun, like he has one hand on the end of the frickin' barrel. Which, like, not a shotgun expert, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. But it's also just like... You have to like hold the trigger to get into the stance, and then it's... I don't know, it's just like, it's so sticky, it's so awkward, and it's good. Yeah, Danny Deere is playing through, the OG, so she's getting caught up on all the James lore. There's a bug in here. And there was one of those things! Ah! No! It's slower and it's more awkward. I'm trying to think how to explain it, because like you get into stance and there's no like, it's not gonna like move him closer or like do anything nice to make it easier to hit the enemies. It's just gonna like you're right here, that's when you hit the button, You're not very mobile. All of your attacks are pretty slow. Animation lock? Yeah. I think that's the one. Yeah, because you'll get stuck in, like, the animation for the weapon and then, like, the thing is hitting you. Yeah, it's just... I don't know how well it'll come across in a video, but if you can look up just a video of somebody, the combat in the PS2 version. Yeah, that's the other thing. With the fixed camera, you often can't get a good, like, look at everything. You can't keep all the enemies in sight. You can't... Yeah, Danny Deer actually plays fighting games, so she's much more qualified. Oh, hang on. Okay, so, okay, let me finish. So I might have just unlocked a shortcut to... How close am I? Okay, alright, okay, we're gonna go save again. God, please don't crash. Da, 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 da. Fixed camera, yeah. Yeah. All of the possible camera locations and angles are predetermined, which is good not only for, like, the rendering, because since they had control over what you were looking at, they could be more strategic about, like, where polygons go. But it also meant that, like, they were in control of how you saw any given scene. So, like... The remake is much more Resident Evil, like the over-the-shoulder camera, slightly smoother combat, at the expense of a lot of artistry that comes from having complete control over the framing and, floaty. I'm always unsure what floaty means. Okay, alright. So I've saved, I got the garden dealt with, let's go do the pool. Wait. No, I have to go get the key. Okay. Get the key out of the hole. I gotta activate James's neurons before he'll reward me with a key item. Ear key number 2! What? I heard that. Where are you? Nope! Stop! I think it would actually be good to get behind enemies a lot more. Yeah, like, if you even look... Like, this is the amount... There's not only the, like, you know, you have to hold in a mode before it, like, brings the accuracy in, but there's also just, like, how much the crosshairs move. You know, just him, like, not being good at holding a gun. Which, like, you know, relatable. I'm also not good at holding a gun, but... Still, it's not nearly as, it's not nearly as, like, bad as in the original. The power of America? What has America ever done for James, Danny? Or Arsonist? It's like... I guess just to read the comment, I think it's actually executed in a way that's really good for the genre and the story they're telling, but gaming sensibilities have moved away from that. I don't even know if it's that gaming sensibilities have moved... Like, this remake is for the fans of the original. Like, I don't know what kinds of numbers Silent Hill 2 did when it originally released in, like, 2000 or whatever, but I would assume it was one of those kind of sleeper hits where, like, people really picked up on it and started calling it a masterpiece. I imagine after... I should really know this. Anyway, so, like, when Konami was like, ooh, we're gonna do a Silent Hill 2 remake, they're doing it because they know it has a huge fan base at this point. And so, I mean, like, you know, they're still a company, they still want to make money, so they broaden the appeal by giving you an over-the-shoulder camera and kind of like, you know, overhauling the combat. But I kind of wish they hadn't. Oh, hang on though. There's a video of Tim Schafer trying to defend tank controls while playing Grim Fandango, one of his company's games. And like, as he's like, you know, like tank controls are important and like it's good when you have like these fixed cameras. Like as he's trying to give this full-throated defense, he's just like slamming the character into either side of a door frame. And it's, ooh, I will never remember the video. I will never find that link again, but I think about that video a lot. Yeah, so like tank controls are definitely, yeah, they're like probably a hard sell, but I just want a shot-for-shot remake of the original. I just want that exact game. You know, don't change the cutscenes, don't change the voices, don't change the models or anything. Just take it and make it into something that will run on a modern PC with like all the visual and aesthetic integrity intact. And I just want that. I just want that to happen. And it's not going to, because Konami doesn't care what I want. They have no respect for my wishes, but... Because, like, the remake is good. I really like the remake. I like what it's doing. I like that it's making its own identity. But, like... The original is a masterpiece, and at least in the name of video game preservation, I want it to be accessible to future people. Yeah, just make it the same, because there's like a remake where you, oh my god, what's it called? Because remake is like take it, put your own spin on it, re-release it, and remaster is take it as it is, with maybe some graphical changes depending on the game, you know, graphical upgrades, and just make it available. So I want to see a remaster of the original game, but it doesn't need new assets, it doesn't need new voices, it doesn't need new controls, it just needs to run on modern machines. Alright, for the second time. Let's get a good thumbnail on this one. Alright, catch you later, arsonist. Killing silently. Deadness is a service I provide. Not on request. I provide this service whether or not you requested it. Which is thematically appropriate in ways I can't get into. Alright. Thumbnail material, let's go. Not that I'm going to set the thumbnail, to be clear, but if I did have any amount of artistic integrity, I would use something like this as the thumbnail. Right, give me that wristband. Tell me, James, how do your neurons feel right now? What? Oh my god! Okay. Triggered event, let's go. No! God, we did this last time. Not cute. Stop it. Oh! Oh! Stop! No! No! Stop that! No! Ooh, look at that blood trail, though. That's fresh. Is that what it does if you don't kill it? Ew! Where'd it go? What the hell? Where did it go? I don't like that. Ooh! 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 Alright. Goodness gracious. Alright, where'd I get? I got a wristband. Oh my god. What? Oh no. I hear you. Where are you? Where'd you go? I need some carnival music right now. Oh! That is, yeah, carried straight forward. The slow build of static while you ponder where it went is some chef's kiss horror. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's just the whole, you can actually, and they preserved this here, you can actually turn the radio off. So yeah, bottom right, turn off. I wouldn't, not only because I like knowing when there's enemies nearby, but because I also think it's really good for atmosphere, but maybe it would be even scarier if you didn't have any static to tell you. Everybody's waking up! Are they waking up because I, like, burst the eye, or because I picked up another wristband? Like, is this the pattern? Acquire wristband, corpses reanimate? Ow! No! Ugh. My greatest series of shots. Whew. Okay, okay, I need to save. Cause like, I think it's good. I think it works either way. Especially if you're at all familiar with the game. Like, either way, you know that there are monsters around. So there's like the scare of, oh my god, it's nearby, where is it? But I think there's this equally terrible scare of like, I know they're around, but I don't know if they're nearby. I don't know. I think they might both be good in different ways. Hang on. What? No! God! Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Okay. Okay, we're saving over that. I think I finally hit my 10th save slot. Yeah, anywhere at any time? Like, that's pretty bad. And so then you would have to go entirely, because like each of the monsters also, unless it's like a mannequin waiting to ambush you, they each have little idle noises that they make. You know, like the nurse has all that gurgling and gargling, and then the, I don't know, whatever sound the lying figures make. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go exploit. Yes, squelching, that's a good one. Alright, time to stop. Time to play like normal. That's a nurse. Is this where it crashed last time? Hang on. Oh, those are pills. I thought those were like... I was just... Oh my god, it's this room. Okay. Okay. We'll explore the rest of this area. Here we go! Yeah, I hear you. Center mass! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! Oh! Oh! Okay. It was here after opening the gate. What do you say? Because this is the one, when I came down these stairs earlier, this is the one I was hearing. It's been here the whole time. Where those stairs go? There's just more shit going. Ah, after, I see. We fought that nurse. Okay. This leads up to here. Oh no, it's just that like I don't always see messages right when they pop. I think there's actually a delay between when you send the message and when I see it, not only because there's just like whatever the API call is to populate Streamlabs, but also just like the delay of my dumbass remembering to look over and see if there are new messages. Ah, this bathroom. Yes, okay, I recall. Yes, new issue introduced by increased gunplay is, I forget that I have to reload. I'm not accustomed to it since I'm typically using melee. Touch it! Yeah. Yes, okay, the kitchen. It froze in here, I remember. And then I ranted about cockroaches. I'm like somehow, okay, because like things in games are often modeled off of things in the real world. But I've played a lot more video games than I have like gone out and seen things in the world. And there's two examples of what I'm trying to illustrate. And one is, I've played Half-Life 2 through episode 2 like a lot. And so there's the level in the train station. I can't remember if it's Half-Life 2 episode, whatever. There's a train station early on. And then there was this time that I was driving around and like saw a train station. And I was like, oh, it looks like Half-Life 2. Because like I had just not seen or don't remember seeing a train station before. Or there's a level in Little Nightmares 1 that takes place in a kitchen, and they have one of those like pepper grinders, just like a wooden pepper grinder. And I remember, I think this must have been during the pandemic, so within the last 6 years, I remember buying a wooden pepper grinder and being really excited that I had a pepper grinder that looked like the one I saw in Little Nightmares. So like, that's the level of culture and experience that I'm bringing to prestige horror. Like, if there were good reasons why I'm not the one making the video essays, it's because I'm not smart enough. Like, I am not cultured enough to have anything insightful to say based on my life experiences. Oh, this is it! That's that home run, baby! You get it good. Okay, and it was when I walked over here that everything went bad. I was trying to read about celiacs and the game is like about to end this woman's whole career. Okay. 5 meals for celiac disease, 7 lactose intolerant, running low on potatoes and rice. Patient broke a whole cart of dinner plates. Need to stock up. Monday, breakfast, oatmeal with fruit. Lunch, baked beans, sausage, eggs, side of salad. Dinner, pork cutlets, potatoes, grilled vegetables. This sounds like, not gonna lie, this sounds pretty good. Sound like pretty good meals. Even if they use like the Costco value pack, like those are some balanced breakfasts and also lunch and dinner. You have to root it out. Reminds me of the picture in PT, the playable teaser for Silent Hills, the game that Konami canceled to focus on pachinko machines. It was going to be the first Silent Hill entry in a while. It was going to be developed by Hideo Kojima. And then Konami was like, nope. And then Kojima went on to make it into Death Stranding. And in PT, there's that portrait of, I think, Lisa, you know, before she died and became a ghost. And it's got an X, or as a friend would say, a cross over her eye. And it says, in all caps, gouge it out. It's, like, probably not referencing that at all, but it made me think of it anyway. I wonder if paper macheing the windows counts as arts and crafts hour. It was a bad joke. It's not a good joke, and I said it anyway. You're busy with the TV. So, meal times. Breakfast 8 a.m., lunch 12 p.m. Dinner 6:30 p.m. Guests are allowed to use the canteen in the visiting hours 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Guests pay $3 for breakfast, $5 for lunch, and $10 for dinner. Remember to wash your hands. Can't tell me what to do. See, like, this is, you know, if we had a fixed camera, it'd be, like, framed. Can you give me that? Can you give that to me? I have it. Please? Come on, James, please. I'd really like to have it. I'd really like to- James? James. James! I'd really like to have that ammo. Oh my god, okay. I can't imagine why this would be the reason, but let's try. Oh, no, 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 no. No! She's like mad, but she's not here. Oh, I should not have done that. That was a bad idea. Oh god! No! No! What? James, come on! You're killing me, dude. You're literally gonna get us killed. Oh my god. James. James. Alright. Now? James? James? Oh, come on! I'm in hell. I'm in hell! I can't. I can't believe it. Okay. Whatever. Just don't get that one. We must accept the things that we cannot change. As the kind of gamer where, like, I go out of my way sometimes to be like, which way do they want me to go? And then I'll go the other way, because, like, that's how they trick you into missing, you know, optional loot. And, like, how much different would my gaming experience be if I didn't do that, right? Genuinely shivered at that static. Good, good. Okay, I don't know for sure, but the top half of that nurse just looks like a shadow to me. You're just, like, getting an optical illusion by accident. Well, because if I were following the given path, because, like, what I imagine for this scene is, like, oh, I'll just skip that nurse, but then you get to a point, maybe somewhere over here, where you realize that she's in the way of some shotgun ammo, and shotgun ammo is much scarcer and more valuable than most other ammo you find, so then you decide to engage just because there's, like, a thing that's more valuable than not engaging. But my whole thing is like, ooh, I'm gonna be walking back and forth through here, so I just want her to be dead. Oh. Why would that happen? Okay. Changed literally nothing. Whatever. Wonder if it's, like, the controller that's causing the crash. God, I would hope not. Yeah, did that. This is that whole room, which I already know about. Okay. It's a light that's not. Yeah. They use the same, okay, they use the same sound effect for every one of these lights. These intermittent, like, what is this, fluorescent halogen lights? But it's the same sound effect that they use when you boot up the game, so it stands out to me. Maybe I'm one of a small number of people who notices or cares. It's just kind of funny. That would be good. Once I, like, finish this game, that would be a fun sound effect to put on my phone, is, like, that specific light sound. But it'd have to be for something that doesn't happen very often. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna go save. Yes, okay. I'm gonna go save. Yes, alright. No. This way. Okay. Because I think probably the reason you didn't pick up on it is I typically already have the game running by the time I start the stream, so you don't see like all of the initial load stuff. I think today was one of the only, if not maybe just the rare days where I actually booted up the game on stream, and so you would have had an opportunity to hear it. Right, let's combine. Investigate, that's the one. Yes, okay. I hope this, maybe this is, you know what, we could get all the x-rays up and you could tell me, hi Haxford, you could tell me whether any of the x-rays, if they just look like regular human bones. What's the fastest way? Yeah, okay, I'm already on the fastest route. Let's giggity go. Oh, what? Have I already? I probably... Nope! Wow! There could have been, like, anything. Something could have been, like, hanging from the ceiling. I would not have known. Because I was too excited about that shotgun ammo. Speaking of, okay. And you? Doesn't put his hand on the end of the barrel anymore. Hashtag not my James. No red. Hang on. Okay. Food aids mental health. I read that weird. Food aids mental health. Yes. High fiber fruits and vegetables. Whole grain foods. Healthy fats, including omega-3. No. Highly processed snack foods. Highly refined grains. Red meat. Are we, like, not supposed to feed red meat to children? I thought meat was, like, good for us? The thing that I've actually heard is that, you know, in the court of public opinion, there's things that are bad, and decades ago, it was like, we were at some kind of, we were at a fork in the road, where it was, you know, is it fats or is it sugar? And the sugar lobbyists were like, it's definitely fats. Fats are the problem. Sugar is fine. And so now we have things like nutrition labels, where it shows you the quantity of sugar, but does not show what % of your daily intake that comprises. So, wait, why don't kids need iron? Doesn't, like, everybody need iron? What does iron do? What do you even do? Yeah, this is just... That's like, hang on. Ooh, that's like, oh, that's the men's room. Gross. James goes into the ladies' room, confirmed. Helps carry oxygen in the bloodstream. Don't the kiddos need oxygen? Are they too cool for air? Is this where I want to be? No. Oh, let's save, let's save. Ho, ho! Here we go! Blood for the blood gods. Pro tip, I'm the blood god. Oh, there's that sound. Oh, that's the roof thing. Okay. There's that door. Oh, nope. Corn will remember that. So I'm assuming that's a Warhammer character. Yeah, they're probably... Oh, that's... I think this is what I'm gonna get for the x-rays. They just need less iron per kilogram than adults. But, like, if they get a lot of iron, they'll be fine, right? Or do they shrivel up and die like the bad guys in the Dark Crystal? Alright, are these like regular human bones? What's up with that? Excellent. You eat rocks to boost your iron intake. Oh, Jesus. What is that? 4:30... 37? 33? I don't know. 4 something 12. You think it's a 7? I don't know. My 7s don't normally look like backwards Fs, but... Oh, hang on. He's writing it down. Yeah, fight, fight, fight. Listen, you're right. It's a 7. James is better at this than I am. Also, let's get a good long look. Skull trauma from childhood, fully recovered. The room... I can't read that. Still can't read that. What if I get up really... Oh, that's not any better. Nope, can't read that any better from here. Alright. No, because the one in 12 doesn't have like the little notch on it. And good thing he writes it on the thing, because my goodness. 4:37:12. Alright, let's do this. Normal bones, the doctor says. 4:37. Yeah, they didn't want to make you do a lot of this. What I remember about that kind of combination lock is having to like twist past, because like you do the first number and then you twist past it to put in the second number. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had to use a lock like that. I don't understand locks well enough to know why it would work that way. Hey look, more insects. Man, Bloober just wrote some really buggy code, you know? Hey. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Lockpicking Lawyer. Are those one of the ones that are like very easy to break with a couple wrenches? Or is that Master Lock? I don't know. I just know the technique. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be sick nasty. Alright. Get everything else we want out of this room. Out of it. There's a very faint... There's this very specific sound effect that's used. There's a room full of insects in the final chapter of the original game, and there's this very, like, specific noise that it plays in that room, and I feel I can like, maybe very faintly hear that sound here, but... I don't know. Alright, you guys ready for some sick nasty? That's gotta be feces, right? That's just... Yo. What are we looking at? Is that intestines? I see broken glass. And I see something that looks like intestines. And then, is that just like, there's these little curved pieces up here. I don't know if that's just more glass. Or like a rib cage? I don't know. Alright. There. That's a good sampling. Hell yeah. There is, so, ooh, don't know how to pronounce his name. Chuck Palahniuk, the guy who wrote Fight Club, which was later adapted into a movie, wrote another book called Haunted, which I only know about because I knew this guy in college who was himself haunted by a specific scene in the book where one of the characters is remembering as a child they sat on some kind of suction thing on the bottom of a pool. I don't know, like a pump, whatever it was. And it overcame the pressure that, like, held their intestines inside of their body and basically just, like, turned that whole situation inside out. And so there's, like, a very vivid description of the kid, like, seeing the creamed corn they had eaten earlier that day. I didn't actually finish that book, and it wasn't because that scene put me off. It was just, like, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't finish it. Maybe just ADHD, but it was very well written. He's a talented author. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was, yeah, it was horrifying, but I'm sick and twisted, so I loved it. Alright, I've got all the wristbands. Let me drop a save. What? Over here. What? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I bet we can get through the director's room before I gotta quit. Where's the director's room? Hang on. Yes, one floor down, probably. God, I'm so mad I don't have screenshots working. I, like, tried to fix it once before. I don't know what's going on. I've set up the stuff, but it just doesn't do the needful. What? Oh, boring. Hang on. Yeah, boring. Alright, let's do it. Filthy bracelet. Bloodstained bracelet. Marked bracelet. We've covered all the major bases, I guess. It's supposed to be lining up here. Oh, Oh no, they have to be in the right order? No. Okay, hang on. Oh, how does this puzzle work? Didn't find that. Ooh. Would it be the patience? Oh god, I don't remember how this puzzle works at all. Let's just take a look at patient file number 1, 3. Which one is patient file? Move to L1. This medication can't be alone. I don't remember how to do this. What? Oh, RZ Nyan. Welcome to... Oh, Seth! Hi, Seth! Thank you for the raid. Hang on. Who was it? Haxford, maybe it was you who told me that I'm, like, supposed to shout out. How do I shout out? Shout out! Ooh. Let's see if this works. And then, shout out, what was the other one? RZ Nyan. Oh no. I have to wait 1 minute 51 seconds before giving another shout out. Get absolutely wrecked. Sorry, RZ Nyan, I screwed that one up. But, hi Seth, thank you for the Greeble raid, and hello, RZ Nyan. Unfortunately, you're catching me near the end of the stream, but it's okay. I'm going to attempt to get through, God, I just don't remember how to do the director's puzzle, but I'm going to attempt to figure it out. I feel like by the time I have the wristbands, I probably have everything else I need to solve the puzzle. Oh god. Get grieved, man. Use brains. Nobody's ever asked me to do that before. I don't know if I know how, actually. Oh god. I mean, if anybody wants to hazard a guess, I'm all ears. Like, I thought, okay, I was thinking it was like this, because, all these clear spots kind of line up, but, it's sure not, like, locking them into place or anything. Let me... Ooh, okay, let me take a look at... Yesterday's the code has been reset, that's a different thing. Already done that one, that was much earlier. Those are the three... I feel like... I thought it would have something to do with the patients, especially since this room is all about them, so that seems most likely. That one I've already done. Why do they keep me in here with him? Alright, this is like probably the bloody one. The one who came running out of the pool and they were all bloody. How goes the hill? It's actually, I had one crash and one near crash, so it's been better. Lost quite a bit of progress, but it's okay. Just speed ran the absolute crap out of this hill. Step 1, get better brains. There would have to be better brains on offer, unfortunately. Oh god. You used to do the thing. Alright, let's investigate. Tell me the answer to the puzzle. I got good at gun. I got, like, okay at gun, and then, got my ass beat by a nurse anyway. Oh! Okay. But why is that the correct order? Store-bought brains are fine. Vector storage room key. Wings around a sun. Feels like it means something. Okay, real quick. Director's storage room key. Director's storage room key. Means sun. Let's see if anybody else knows anything about this. Director's storage room key. No, I don't care about any of that. Nobody's having, like, discussions about what the charm on the key means. That's fine. Hang on, I was gonna actually investigate that. Look at the shiny model, my friends. Yeah, Silent from Crashes is not my favorite. Okay, so hang on, though, because why was that the answer? Blood, and then scribbles, and then poop. So, what do we got? Oh, gosh. Blood would have been... Patient 3. Scribbles, delusion seems reasonable. And then, so I guess feces is, I don't know, okay, I'm just gonna look it up. I'd like to understand why this is the answer. Blood, scribbles, poop does tend to be the answer. I don't think that's correct. I think it's actually an indication of a new problem. Alright, director's room, wristbands, puzzle. Please explain to me why this was the correct answer. It has 3 slots for a bracelet. Confuses some people. Not me. Where to find the bracelet? I don't care. I already have them. How to solve it. You must now arrange the bracelets so that they match the background on the hand perfectly. Is that really the only thing? It suggests that they match the background. Isn't really something you can skip. Oh god, please. I don't need your life story. I just want to know why this is the order. The actual logic for the puzzle is incredibly esoteric and deduced by reading various patient memos and logs across the hospital, such as a note that refers to somebody undergoing Incident 71, but ultimately it's far more likely you'll solve it by just putting the clear numbers at the front and stumbling across the right arrangement. Ooh. Ooh, Incident 71. Okay, hang on. Haven't been having the right problems, you know? Looks up baking a cake, learns about someone's grandma's life story. Ugh. Imagine playing any game before Google. Imagine a world where your best bet was get the OG game, sealed packaging, and hope that they included a guide. It probably didn't even, oh no. It probably didn't even put all the notes. Like, would be neat to know about like Incident 71 and all of the other stuff, but it doesn't put... Psychomantis laughs at everybody. Look, how long did it take people who were actually playing Metal Gear Solid in its time to figure out the Psychomantis boss fight? Because I cannot even imagine. I also, my goodness, to be in that time and place and like see how much that would have blown people's minds. I don't know. That was some next level stuff. Like, that's exactly the kind of thing. That's why we were excited when Kojima was working on Silent Hill. It would have been interesting. Didn't the box tell you? The box? Are you talking about Psychomantis or are you talking about this? Oh, it would have been cool. It would have been cool. Yeah, so they're saying it like comes from puzzles and logs and stuff, and it no longer, the remake, this is like my biggest actual complaint with the remake, is that not everything goes into your journal, and I think that's the real actual crime. Like, every single thing that I look at should get copied into my journal, just like in the original, so that I could have like had all this information and looked at it, but whatever. Ooh, Tunic is on my list, but it's not very high on my list. I'm not sure how much I would like it. Pat, you're losing your mind. No. Was the answer on the packaging? That seems like such a shame. Well, of course you like Tunic. The main character is a fox. That's not like a fair... You're biased. You're biased. Alright, I don't even remember what's in here. Let's do this. Not my fault, foxes. How many other games are there in the world that feature a fox? Oh dear. Yeah, but it doesn't like have a fox in it to my knowledge. So there's like a little iron cross on here, but you can really only see it at this angle. I don't know if that's on purpose. Also, I didn't know we were allowed to have Deathly Hallows in other games. Oh dear. Oh my. There's a word for that. I don't remember what it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh lord, this is lobotomy. So that's neat. Take the ice pick, put it on there at whatever angle, bang it in, and it makes women more agreeable or whatever. It does not actually do that. Just like ruins your brain. This one, I don't know what this is. Looks like a pillow fort. I don't know. I don't know what that one's about. But let's get some good long looks. Just in case anyone wants to reference the VOD. I can't even read what that says. Tunic, Lucky's Tale, Star Fox, Spirit. I forget about Star Fox. Yeah, for real. Fuck the Hallows. Fuck the Hallows and fuck J.K. Rowling. Oh dear. Somebody's got you all out of order. Hang on. Nope. All right. Oh god, I'm so close. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Okay. Golly! Wish I could take a screenshot. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm gonna need this for that other bit. Oh, he like wrote it down. Okay. A Bork ordering system I can understand. Get bent Dewey Decimal System. Give me cult runes any day. Star Fox didn't forget about me. I don't know. Are there any cats in Star Fox? Do they actually want my vote for president? Okay, he wrote down some garbage. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Oh, okay, all right, hang on. I need paper for this. That's a good question. Okay, so I'm gonna need... All right, we've got 92, 45, 71. Goodness gracious. 9 is Hallows. And 2 is that weird H. I should, like, know what that is. Like, the word Mercury comes to mind. Don't think it's the correct word. That's the symbol. 4 is the symbol for female. Right? No, hang on. Is arrow male and circle cross female? There's a word for what these symbols are, like zodiac or some shit. I don't remember. Okay, 4 is male, so arrow is male, and then 5 is a tit, and then 7 is, I think, actually Mercury, and then 1 is a pie. Okay. This is also, God, I should just be more cultured in the ways of the world so that I can fill in. All I can fill in is the previous game that I played. If it has anything to do with, like, the world at large, I cannot help you. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I didn't remember that I found that. Oh God, okay. That one. And then the weird H that I don't know the actual name of. Feel particularly equipped for this question. There's a cat named Cat. Oh my God. I guess the main guy is Star Fox. I shouldn't actually be surprised. Symbol for male. I wonder... Okay, alright. So, Alice Madness Returns. The sequel to American McGee's Alice, released in 2007. I think, thereabouts. If you play the game in story mode, which just has to do with, like, her outfits, Alice gets a different outfit for each major chapter of the game. So she gets, like, a whole new dress, and there is always, like, at least maybe only 2 of, like, these zodiac symbols on, like, the apron part of the dress, I think on the pockets. And it turns out that those symbols are chosen very intentionally for each chapter's dress. Like, they pick a pair of symbols that's, like, closely related to... that directly applies to, like, the focus, the theming for that chapter. So I'm wondering... like, I don't know enough about these symbols, but I'm wondering whether there's something similar happening here, where, like, each of these... Okay, let me just, like, now that I'm thinking about it, let me just, like, look it up. So let's make sure first that these are zodiac symbols. Astrological signs. Just give me, like, a chart. Thank you. Okay, because we have... Are these? No. Damn it. Okay, okay. So we have... God damn, I can't even, like, I don't have the Unicode for the Deathly Hallows symbols, so, like, I can't look it up on this Wikipedia page. I don't immediately see anything that looks like that first symbol, unfortunately. But I'm on the Wikipedia page for astrological signs. So the second one, the weird H, is apparently Saturn. And then there's the symbol for Mars, also the symbol for male. There's the symbol for sun. And then the symbol for Mercury. And then what is the weird little pie? Oh god, I should sit up straight. Too bad I'm not like sharing my screen. But I don't have that set up to work well. I don't see the last symbol on there either. Alright, so now that I've looked that up, let me look up zodiac symbols, director's office. Also, by the way, cannot see chat while I'm off over here in this window, so. Alright, zodiac puzzle. Oh, that's a completely different Silent Hill puzzle. That's in the first game. Yikes, that's not the one. Silent Hill 2 remake. Director's office, safe puzzle. Yeah. I got it. No, nobody explains anything. Whatever. Pi is Venus. Oh no, I hit the wrong one. No, damn it, no. No, okay, let's just reset. The Hallow symbol is definitely not astrology. Okay, let me just start all the way over real quick. And then I think this was like Mercury, and then we had Mars, and then we had the sun. And then we had, what was that, Saturn? And we had a pie. It'd be like cool if it meant something. Who makes these safes? It's the same company that makes all the locks for Resident Evil, obviously. Rooftop key. Ooh, there's like some good shit on the rooftop. Okay, all right. No, I want to read it. Their images become blurry, melting together. I could no longer tell. Not sure if I can do it, but maybe you can. This will take you to where you need to be, though probably not the way you want to. And there's bound to be some pain involved. There always is. Melting together. I can no longer tell. Not sure. You can. This will take you to where you need to be, though probably not the way you want to. Damn, you said it. If I didn't see it, it doesn't count. Like, I bet it does. I bet it does have... They're being very intentional with a lot of other things, so I would be kind of surprised if this meant nothing. I think we can get through... I mean, I've got such a crowd. I bet we can get through the whole rooftop thing. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Let me stop describing it and let's just do it. So we can go to... rooftop that way, probably. Because I know what happens on the rooftop. And that note is directly applicable. Nope, not those stairs. It's just, this elevator probably doesn't go to the 3rd floor. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Ooh, okay, hang on. Alright, are we... There's a busted elevator. Yes, okay. You're gonna get home, but via car and not train. So just remember... Remember our busted elevator friend. Man, shit's about to get real. Alright. I need to get to the roof. It's a bunch of shit that's about to pop off. Edgy therapy. Have we really not gotten into... Hang on. Yeah, I bet I know why. Alright. You know what? I'll climb wherever I please. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the roof? Let's go. Let's do it. Some good shit's gonna happen up here, I'll tell you what. So, the roof in the original game has... Ooh, I want that. Ooh, hang on. So that right there, that busted bit of fence over there, is from something that happens in the original game. I think we can actually get a better angle on it. I would not have put it there if they weren't going to let us get a closer look. So, I'm also getting hella vibrations because we're in the rain. So, when you go onto the roof in the original game, so Danny Deer, sorry, it's going to be a little bit of spoilers here, so cover your ears if you don't want to know. When you go onto the roof in the original game, there's an optional item you can find that is a suicide note. And if you pick up and read, like, it's... I don't remember for sure, but I don't think James turns to look at this suicide note, so it's theoretically very missable, but I found it on my first playthrough because I tend to, like, really poke around. And if you pick up and read that note, it dramatically affects which ending you're likely to get. But the other thing that happens, I'm, like, debating whether or not to talk about it. This is a direct reference. This is one of those, like, fragments from the past. Yeah, she did. This is a fragment from the past of a thing that happens on the roof. I can't remember if it only happens if you pick up the note or if it always happens. I think it always happens. And it's going to happen again, is why I'm not sure I want to spoil it. Let me just, I believe the suicide note was like somewhere around this area on the original, in the original game. But I'm going to grab this because I deserve bullets. Yeah, go ahead and tell her she can, I'll put it in chat. Okay, you got headphones back on. So, because I mean, like, at this point you're watching the stream, like, this is going to spoil everything in the original game. It just might happen a little bit differently in the original game, so, like, I don't know. This is the recreation of the suicide note that you find, that you optionally find on the roof in the original. Yeah, spoilers are kind of weird. Like, you're gonna know the entire plot one way or another. But, the note is slightly rewritten, and it's no longer, if I'm remembering correctly, because I definitely tested this on my personal save file, I believe the note is no longer optional. And I just realized that my big stupid face cam is covering up the description text. So it says page from a diary. May 9th, rain. Stared out the window all day. Peaceful here. Nothing to do. Still not allowed to go outside. May 10th. Still raining. Talked with a doctor a little. Would they have saved me if I didn't have a family to feed? I know I'm pathetic and weak. Not everyone can be strong. May 11th. Rain again. The meds made me feel sick today. If I'm only better when I'm drugged, then who am I anyway? May 12th. Rain as usual. I don't want to cause any more trouble for anyone, but I'm a bother either way. Can it really be such a sin to run instead of fight? Some people may say so, but they don't have to live in my shoes. It may be selfish, but it's what I want. It's too hard to live like this. It's just too hard. May 13th. The doctor came in today. He said that I'll be released soon, that it's time to go home. I should be happy, but I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. It feels like something's about to happen. Like the last gasp of air before the plunge. But deep down, I know it's too late to turn back. That last bit is vastly different. In the original note, it just kind of like trails off. In fact, let me just post the original. Just post the original patient's diary. The doctors told me I've been released, that I've got to go home, and then it just kind of trails off. So if you want to read the original note, that is the link to do so. Mick Hospital, clearly not ready to go home. The last gasp of air before the plunge. All right, you nerds ready? Hang on, where does this go? Can't, oh, okay, I can't open my map. Can't exit through that door, can't open my map. That's interesting, that I can't open my map right here. Let me just real quick. Their images become blurry, melting together. I can no longer tell. Not sure if I can do it, but maybe you can. This, referring presumably to the rooftop key, will take you where you need to be, though probably not the way you want to. And there's bound to be some pain involved. There always is. All right. So, in the original, you go up to the roof, and then there's only one way in and out of the roof when you first enter, which is just like the door. And you go back through the door, and it says it's like, God, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's not that the door is locked. He specifically says it's like it's being held shut from the other side, if I remember correctly. And then, like, I don't know, you back up from the door, whatever it is, Pyramid Head just, like, rounds the corner and knocks your ass off the roof. And that's what that big torn up fence is. Like, he just smashes James straight through the fence. This is about to crash. I think it's literally crashing right now. Ooh, oh, that made me nervous. It looked like there's a bunch of rain coming through the ceiling, though, so that was weird. So he just, like, knocks James's ass off the roof. Ooh, where does he land? I can't remember where he lands, but he, like, busts, like, through the ceiling into this little room, and there's, you know, whatever. And you take a lot of damage from that fall. So, I think this is actually... It's really weird to me that they didn't have you take damage from the fall here, especially since they specifically called out that it's going to hurt. Probably not the way you want to, and there's bound to be some pain involved. There always is. Like, seems like a pretty obvious reference to what happens in the original game, but without, like, the actual, like, ooh, you have to use a healing item now thing, so... When meeting of Prism Face. Yeah, there's definitely some way worse things that happen with Pyramid Head later, but, you know. We'll save that for when it happens. And I just think this is Laura being like, James is a big bad wolf. Like, this guy won't leave me alone. What's his problem? Aim a gun at her. I hear kids love that. we're saying like two streams of Silent Hill 2 ago, we're saying like, ice that kid. Like, just take her out. I'm sick of her shit. There will be no brats on my floor. I will not suffer a brat to live, perhaps. Ice that kid! Take her out! We won't stand for this oppression. Oh, come on, dude. Did they, like, patch in unbreakable mirrors? This is bullshit. The drawing isn't indicative of trauma. Well, so you're also missing the context of, like, all of the other drawings where... So... There's just this, like, ongoing dynamic. It's like the good version of the dynamic from Silent Hill Homecoming. So we're, like, trying to catch up to Laura, being like, literally, what are you doing in this town? You're a small child. It's very dangerous here. But, like, she keeps drawing, like, these little rabbits just, like, going off, enjoying their lives, but then also this, like, wolf closing in. And I think it's very much just, like... It's like, Laura doesn't... I shouldn't say she has no trauma. I don't remember any trauma off the top of my head. It's more that, like... She's got, like, this really annoying guy she knows chasing after her, and she wants him to leave her alone. Like, I think she and James meet for the first time in the game, but she knows who James is. She also knows who Mary is, which, for those of you who were not present for a cutscene... Is it actually... I mean... Like, this drawing? Because there's, like, another unfinished... I don't know. I thought it was just, like, James is chasing after her. Especially because of a drawing she does later. That I can't talk about because it's heavy spoilers. Hang on. Okay, yeah. James chasing her is pretty traumatic. I mean, if he would stop shouting, "I'm gonna ice you," that would probably help. I think I'm gonna fucking kill you. I think the other reason I kind of don't think it's trauma is because the way that Silent Hill works, especially in the second game, is that, like, if you're here with trauma, that's gonna show up in the town for you. And for Laura, this is just, like, a regular, safe, totally normal place to be. Like, I'm assuming it's abandoned for her, but it's not dangerous. And so in order for it to not be dangerous for her, the implication, based on, like, a lot of other data points, is that she has no trauma and no guilt. Yeah, except for the dude who's trying to knock her head off with a pipe. This... Turn. Oh, what is it? This is from the original game, and it's turn. Oh, I'm just gonna find it. Yes, turn the numbers. Random 4-digit code. Oh my god. Okay, this is like a whole thing. So there's a few puzzles in the game where the solutions are semi-random, and which solutions you get is based on, I think, like, what frame of the start menu you start your new game on, something like that. A speedrunner figured this out and was able to, like, get it all, you know, get all the stuff. Like, if it's this frame, like, these are the numbers you'll get. And then they were, like, going into people's Silent Hill speedrun streams and being like, hey, based on, like, XYZ, like, I know the answer to the next randomly generated puzzle, or, like, next random puzzle answer. God, it's, like, so interesting. So just leaving a bunch of breadcrumbs there for anybody who's curious about that. I think, I'm not gonna remember which video I heard them talk about it in, but it was one of the big speedrunners. I believe he was doing, like, the downcoming speedrun. But the thing that's actually written on the wall is there's, like, the random 4-digit code that's determined by, like, the frame that you started the game on, and then it says turn the numbers, better not forget them, so I'll write them down here, the other one, my secret name. And you can, yeah, pseudo-random. Hi, Zax. It's been a minute. Oh my god, Zax, while you're here, I have a thing that I've been saving to show you. Where did I put it? I put it right here. Zax, this is the second, oh my god, what is this from? The, like, Costco Bear Snacks animal card. This is the second one I got. It's a ground squirrel, apparently. There's the thing! I've been saving it for, like, literally months. It survived a flood. So just so I can show it to you. But here's the link to the thing that we just looked at in the original game, for anybody who is curious. I keep looking over here because chat's over here, but my camera's right here. Bye, Seth. See you, what, next Tuesday? Or is that Halo? Can't remember. Alright, let's meet Laura. Ooh, there's like things that are gonna happen. Okay, let me drop one more save. Because the thing that happens after I catch up with Laura, I do not have time to do tonight, so... Let me... get that save down. Meet Laura, and then I can pick up from there next time I stream this. Right. Yeah, the next thing that happens is she fucking dies. Like, I understand it. My schedule is like so easy. You just have to subscribe to like a calendar and then it'll tell you what my schedule is. That's actually not a joke. I have my streaming schedule on a calendar. Including like down to specifically what game on what days. Come on, Laura! I got a present for you! Oh, there's so much looting to do. Also, Toodles. Oh!
Laura?
How do you know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big, fat blabbermouth.
Laura, why do you keep running away from me? And how do you know about Mary?
I just do. What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No. I won't. Please, just... I need to know.
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry.
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey!
Let go.
I'm sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
You sure this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here. Laura?
Haha!
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Laura, open this door right now.
What's the magic word?
Laura!
Nope, that's not it. I guess I won't open it.
Get me out of here, you brat!
In your dreams, fart face.
Laura, please open the door. There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See ya, fart face!
Laura! Laura!
We are not doing that boss fight tonight. Also, Zach's Ice Baby is the kind of quality content I want you in chat for. But, really quickly, let me see. So, there is... I wonder if it auto-saved there. That would be... that would be interesting. Ice Baby. He would have iced her, but she's pretty fast. There should... All right, here we go. All right, here's the equivalent cutscene in the original game.
Laura?
Huh? You know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big fat blabbermouth.
How do you know about Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
I was friends with Mary. We met at the hospital. It was last year.
You liar! Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
But last year, Mary was already... I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go. We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid. There are all sorts of strange things around here. I can't believe you haven't even gotten a scratch on you.
Why should I? Wait! There's something I gotta get.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
What is it?
A letter from Mary.
Huh?
I wanna go get it. Is that okay?
Yes! Yes!
Come on, hurry up.
Is it in there?
Yeah, in the back.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
Laura! What are you doing?
Ha ha, I tricked you.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Huh? Do ya? What's the magic word?
Laura?
Okay, I guess I won't open it. I think I'll just leave you like this.
You snotty little brat! Open up!
Why, you...
Laura?
You hurt me!
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, it's gonna show the next part too, which we're not going to look at. Laura's like a grade A brat, and I love her, and you're absolutely right. James is incredibly goofy, but I think it's so important to his character for him to be goofy, because I've joked before, like, this is a man who hasn't dated since his wife died, but that's just canonically true. Like, he just like didn't move on, and when you see how goofy and awkward and stilted and strange and like just like difficult to talk to he is, it makes a lot of sense why he didn't move on. This is not a guy who picks up chicks. This is not a guy who makes friends easily. So with that, I really do need to end the stream. This is much later than I normally go, but it's been a pleasure having all of you. Always fun to get rated. We'll be picking up from there next time, and I will set a reminder to replay that full cutscene at the end of next session. Oh, you are so very welcome for streaming. I'm just so glad to have this opportunity, in all honesty. I hope I'm bringing a lot to the table with Silent Hill 2. It's just like one of my favorite games ever. Oh god, I also meant to pin. It's like far too late for this to matter, but I meant to pin Ice Ice, baby. But yeah, catch catch you guys next stream one way or another. Keep it real.